Down class. You got any questions? Anything in particular?
At the moment, I don't want. Well, I'll let you know.
All right. This is a Thursday scripture breakdown class. I'm standing in until Captain Godalhar get here. What I want to talk about real quick is the brother, the sheriff that killed himself. So if you could pull that story and go over that.
I got it right here.
All right. And if you could, when you're reading it, try to read like, the most important parts. You don't have to read everything.
So here the title is Deputy Who Killed Himself Left Haunting Videos on Racist Policing Division. I've had enough.
He said he had enough. Keep going.
So the brother's name was Clyde Kerr III, who took his own life on Monday at Salakia, outside of Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office.
Where's Lafayette at? Is that in like Louisiana? Anybody? Sure. I think it might be. Keep going.
He was a father, military vet. He was 43 years old.
He was 43 years old, huh?
And
he took his life. He was a father, so he had children.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Says right here in his videos, he talked directly to the camera on a range of issues, from police brutality against Black people and mental health needs in policing, to division in society and children's exposure to murder, violence, and other negative or traumatic influences.
So this is the reason why this sheriff, this brother, he was 40 years old. He killed himself recently. What was that, 2 days ago or a day ago?
I believe it was two days ago.
2 days ago, this brother killed himself, and he was just fed up. It kind of put you in the mind, in remembrance of the one brother. What was his name? Christopher Dorner. Remember, he went crazy. He put out a manifesto about how he was a decorated soldier in the military. Mm-hmm. He come and he get into Esau's police force, the LAPD. Then he see how the police is treating his people, and he find out that he's not fighting crime. He's basically hurting his own people, and it drove him crazy because when he tried to speak out against it, they would shut him down. It was like a gang. They would treat him bad, and click up on him. And the brother went crazy and went on a rampage. That was a few years back. Keep reading.
So the brother said being a Black man in law enforcement can be difficult. Said Salaki, I'm gonna butcher this name.
I'm gonna pass the class to Priest Captain Godalhar.
Is that right now? Yeah.
From Miami?
How'd y'all get here? I took them here.
Oh, what's on your Where's it right here? I know swear. What coming out? There ain't any his card out there?
As far as I know, we get this up, sir.
No swear. I thought I seen his card, that's all. Let's get it, clap it up. All right, questions? Well, go ahead, Art.
Salaki, sir. My question was on I guess 1 Kings chapter 10. I was wondering what nation was the Egyptians at that time, or Pharaoh at that time period? Because it says that Pharaoh conquered the Canaanites or something like that. So I'm like, okay, did he conquer his own people or?
Oh, okay, no, let's get that.
Okay.
Wait, what is the Egyptians again?
The Egyptians is
Mizraim, right? Yeah. Mizraim, which is translated to.
The Egyptians are.
They're the Sudanese. I forget what biblically what they are. Though.
In the Canaanites today would be in the South African.
Right, there you go. So it's just a different African that he conquered.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what you talking about. Read it.
Salaki, I'm looking for. I'll just say on. No, sir. I'll probably have to get back to it. Salaki.
No sweat. Let me know when you got it.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions?
So like I would add to what the brother was asking is that just in general, the Egyptians had many wars with other Africans.
Right.
So the Egyptians conquered the Nubians, they conquered the Cushites, so and the Libyans. So they fought other Africans.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Okay. I just go ahead.
Slot y'all, if I may. I actually did have a quick question. I'm pretty sure it's in the book of Leviticus, but I couldn't find exactly where it was. Where does it say, like you're not supposed to wear like an unlawful animal like as like clothing, like if it does say that?
Let me see. Try to get Leviticus. Well, it's actually in the dietary law, Leviticus 11.
Leviticus 11.
Right. What you will see is that you're not allowed to eat it or touch his dead carcass. You know what I mean? So eating or touching it. So if you was to wear like, okay, like John, if you get the precept with John, when he's wearing the camel's hair, right? Which is an unclean animal.
You said Leviticus chapter 11?
Right. Just read 11 and 3.
Come. The book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 3. Whosoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud.
Go ahead.
Or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth the hoof, but divideth not the hoof.
Keep going.
He is unclean unto you. And the coney.
Did it say something about carcass too?
I know it's in here.
Keep going.
20. Where were you at?
Right now I'm on verse 5. I think it's farther down.
Might be 7.
Oh,
you said 20.
No, it might just be verse 7.
Okay.
All you gotta do is just find where it says how you touch the unclean beast, right? If you touch the carcass.
Verse 20. Is it 8?
It's in 26, but it's in 8 too, verse 8.
Go ahead, read it from me.
The book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right, that's what you want. The carcass you shall not touch. That's what shows you that you can't wear, because it'll make you unclean. You understand?
Right.
Okay. Eating it will be a sin. Wearing it will make you unclean.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Come to watch it.
We'll swim. All right. Salakia. All right, let's get it. Solid on that? You got the precept with John? You find the precept with John in the camel hairs, right?
Okay.
Because I believe he wore it on the outside of a garment to where it was, you know what I mean, to Wab to do. Like he wore it and it didn't touch his actual body, but it was touching the garment that he was wearing.
Matthew 3 and 4.
You go ahead, read it for me. All right, we're gonna go over the Sabbath today, right? Go over the Sabbath, and we're gonna go into the Maccabees and that, and also we're gonna go over what was the other one? I think it was the Levitical priesthood, right? Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 3, verse 4. And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair and a leathern girdle about his loins, and his meat was.
Wait, so like, say that, read that part again.
Matthew chapter 3, verse 4. And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair.
He had the raiment of camel hair. Go ahead.
And a leathern girdle about his loins.
Right. So he's talking about the garment he's wearing, and then I think the raiment of what he was wearing would be the outside of his vesture and not touching his actual skin. You know what I'm saying? So that I think even though I think that's still something we wouldn't do. You know what I mean? Remember, John wasn't in the truth. You understand? They just explaining what he was rocking. All right. No sweat. Good to go. Any other questions? Is there any questions online? All right, no sweat. All right, Oscar, I'm gonna go over your questions, right? So we ask your question for the class now.
My question was, how would you prove to somebody in the world or anybody who believes that we only have to pay tithes to the Levites? How would you prove them wrong?
Right. Okay, this is good. That's a good precept. Good question, right? Because you really won't battle someone like this unless they're an Old Testament Israelite, right?
Sure.
But really nobody else really brings this battle up, so we'll go over that. So what they'll say is that you're supposed to give your tithes to the Levi priest, which is a lie, and we'll prove it in Genesis, right? Let's get Genesis the 14th chapter. Give me Genesis the 14th chapter, verse, one second. Damn. Find it for me. I guess it should be verse 3 or something. You got it? You might get started at verse 1.
Come, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Genesis 14 and 1. Go ahead.
Come.
Also remind me to go over the story with Abraham and Sarah, when Abraham called Sarah his wife. Y'all familiar with that? I mean, his sister, Salakia.
Come.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar,
Right.
Arioch, king of Elasar,
Mm-hmm.
Chedor,
You could jump up to 3.
verse 3. All these were joined together in the vow of Siddim,
Mm-hmm.
which is the salt sea.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. 12 years they served Chedor Lomer.
You can just jump up where Abraham went to war with them, right? You can find that for me. Shit, okay, might be, let me see.
I think I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. Genesis chapter 14, verse
14.
14.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on. Sorry, get started at 18.
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of Genesis chapter 14 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
And Melchizedek, king of Salem,
Mm-hmm. Salam. Salakia, Salem. Go ahead, Salakia.
come, brought forth bread and wine. And he was the priest of the Most High God.
He was a what?
Priest of the Most High God.
Right, now Melchizedek is what you will call, we're going to go over it, right? Melchizedek is a priest of God. That's what it's saying, right? 14. Where you at, 18?
Come.
It said, and Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine. Anybody know what Salam means?
Shalom, sir.
Go ahead.
That would be the word shalom.
Which is?
Peace.
King of peace, right?
King of peace.
King of peace, right? So this is the king of Salem, right? Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine. Go ahead.
And he was the priest of the Most High God.
And he was the what?
Priest of the Most High God.
This was important for your breakdown, because the breakdown was, your question was, the fake Israelite cat said that you only supposed to get paid tithes to the Levi priest, right?
Come.
So Melchizedek is a priest of God, right? Go ahead.
Verse 19. And he blessed him and said, blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth.
Right. So he blessed Abraham, right? Abram, excuse me. Right. He blessed Abraham. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand, and he gave him tithes of all.
Go ahead. And he gave him what?
Tithes of all.
And he gave him what?
Tithes of all.
He gave him tithes of all. Remember this, right?
So like if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
So this is Abraham giving Melchizedek tithes.
Abraham is giving Melchizedek tithes.
Come.
Right? And this proves what?
That you don't only get tithes to the Levites. This is before the Levites, right?
Right. This is before the Levites. You understand, right? And who is Melchizedek? Let's get the Hebrews, right? Let's prove who Melchizedek is. So mind you, Abraham went to go fight these wars against these African nations, right? He went to go fight these wars, and he won the wars and took the spoils of the wars. And in his spoils, he came across Melchizedek. Melchizedek, just to catch everybody up, he is an angel sent from heaven that Abraham ran into. You understand? If we go deeper into the priesthood, we're going to prove who Melchizedek is. Now, Melchizedek appeared to Abram, and he was basically, Melchizedek is dropping the truth on Abram. And he dropping it so heavy that Abram just looks into all his spoils and said, man, here, just take, this is yours. You can have this, which means it became tithes. You understand? That became ties to a priest, right? So now let's go to Hebrews 7.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 1.
Is it 1? Try 14, 7 and 14, just to speed up.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
It is evident our Lord. Do I need? So like, am I missing something? I might be missing something. Am I missing something?
No, you good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's evident that what?
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
It's evident that our Lord, who is the Lord he's talking about?
Yahweh.
Right, Yahweh. That our Lord sprang out of Judah, meaning there's evidence that he came from the tribe of Judah. Keep going.
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And it is yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek.
The what? Similitude.
After the similitude.
Similitude. I want to say it like that. Similitude.
After the similitude of Melchizedek, there arises another priest.
Wait a second now. What did that just say?
That after Melchizedek.
Go ahead.
That after Melchizedek, there arises another priest. Meaning there's a priest coming after him. So before the Levite. Right.
And Christ had the similar spirit to this man.
To the priest that is prophesying after Melchizedek, right?
No, to Melchizedek.
Okay, come.
You understand?
Because the similar spirit of Melchizedek.
Right. So because Christ was Melchizedek.
Come.
You understand?
Come.
Christ was Melchizedek. I keep going. I might be missing a precept or something, right? Or no, I'm not.
Nah.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 16.
Keep going, Oscar.
Who is made not after
Hold on,
the
y'all.
law of a carnal commandment.
Coming out. Keep ready. Y'all talking about that. Keep going.
Verse 16. Who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment.
Go ahead.
But after the power of an endless life.
Go ahead. You understand that, right? Now, I did miss something because this is what you want. Hebrews 7:1.
Okay, so.
This is why we did need that. Salaki, this was to give you way more of a breakdown. Now, that just gave you a little bit of a breakdown of who Christ was, and it gave you the similitude of Melchizedek. Now, read verse 1, 7 and 1. Hebrews 7 and 1. Go ahead.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 1. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem,
go ahead,
priest of the Most High God,
priest of the Most High God, go ahead,
who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings and blessed him.
Keep going.
Verse 2. To whom also Abraham gave a 10th part of all.
Remember, because Abraham gave a 10th part of all. Now they're saying it in the New Testament. Paul's bringing it out and teaching the brothers this because he knows the Bible, right? In the Bible, it talks about, Paul says in Romans that what? The Old Testament is written for our learning, right? And he knows that because they studied it. Keep going. What's going on
now? Sir. Without father, without mother.
Without father and without mother. Who is he talking about? Melchizedek. Because Melchizedek didn't come from nothing. He doesn't have a father. He doesn't have a mother. The Lord created him. You understand? Keep going.
Without descent.
Without descent, right? Meaning what? He has no lineage, no family, right? Go ahead.
Having neither beginning of days nor end of life.
Go ahead.
But made like unto the Son of God.
But made like unto the Son of God. Who's the Son of God?
Yahweh.
You understand, right? Keep going.
Abideth a priest continually.
One more time.
Continually.
No, abideth a what?
A priest.
Go ahead.
Continually.
You understand. What is he saying?
He's saying that this Melchizedek, okay, he didn't have any beginning, like he wasn't normal. He wasn't a human being. And
just that last line. What is he saying?
He abideth a priest continually, meaning he's going to be a priest forever.
You understand, right? You're going to be a priest forever. Now read verse 4.
Verse 4. Now consider how great this man was, unto whom even the patriarch Abraham gave the 10th of the spoils.
You understand that? He was so great that Abraham gave his 10th of the spoils to him. To who? Melchizedek. You understand? Who was Christ? Y'all with me? Am I losing y'all? No sweat. So this is what you approve, what you will pull to prove that Christ was Melchizedek, and more importantly, we'll pull some more, right? You could drop that, and then let me give you another gem, right? Shout out to Kevin Katazai. We was going over this. The word Melchizedek, right? If you translate it to the Hebrew, anybody know what it is? Y'all ever heard it before? No, so I'll give it to you. It means Malakia Tazadak, which means King of Righteousness, right? That's what you want to put. King of Righteousness, meaning that's a title. It's not a name. You understand? Okay. It's not a name that was his name. That's like saying Commanding General. This person that Melchizedek was the King of Righteousness, which is the same person that Christ is. You understand? Okay. No sweat. Now let's go from there. I designed you with me. No sweat. Let me get Psalms 110:4. Commodore, you got a question?
No.
Let me get Psalms 110:4, and let me get Romans 9:4. And also, you want to give me Revelation 6:1, and we can move on. All right. And you don't need nothing else but those two precepts, Oscar Ward. But you just need this for the context of your breakdown, right? Just to prove to people, because anyone saying that doesn't know the Bible, right? They don't know the Bible. They don't know about all the priests in the Bible who are from all different tribes, right? They don't know about that. They don't understand anything about the Bible, right? Who got it? Go ahead. Go ahead, Thor.
Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 110, verse 4. Mm-hmm. The Lord hath sworn and will not repent, that thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Say it again. The Lord has sworn. Go ahead.
The Lord has sworn and will not repent.
The Lord has sworn and will not repent, meaning he would not change his mind, right? And said what?
That thou art a priest forever
that
after the order.
That thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. You understand? That is who we are. We are a priest forever. Once you get oil poured on your head, you're a priest forever. You understand? Okay. Now let's go to Romans 9:4.
Okay. The book of Romans chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Who are Israelites?
Who are the Israelites? I remember this precept, right? I ain't read this in a long time. Who are Israelites? Who are the Israelites? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Go ahead.
Okay. To whom pertaineth the adoption?
To whom pertaineth the adoption? Go ahead.
And the glory.
And the glory.
And the covenants.
And the covenants. Go ahead.
And the giving of the law.
And the what?
And the giving of the law.
And the giving of the law. Go ahead.
Oh God.
That it?
Sir.
Go ahead.
And the service of God.
One more time.
And the service of God.
And the what?
And the service of God.
When you're a priest, you're servicing God. You understand? That's what we do. What's the adoption? Anybody know? Not that.
That's it's Israel coming back to the covenant.
There you go. That's it. It's joining the northern kingdom and southern kingdom together. The prodigal son. That's what that adoption comes from. It's us coming together again. Thor, you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say this.
Any more on that? Not that.
Come. And the promises.
And the promises. Go ahead. That's it?
That's it.
No sweat. Now, let's get Revelation 6:1. You got the items on? You understand? So you would just need this for context, Oscar. You wouldn't need to pull this. You know what I mean? But you just need this for context for your breakdown, just to give you a better understanding. Any fake Israelite saying something that's not familiar with what we teach him and what you see, you just know that he off. Right. But what you did the right thing is bring your question here, right? Go ahead.
Sloggy, so you said Revelation 6:1?
6:1.
Come. The book of Revelations, chapter 6, verse 1. Mm-hmm. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder.
Go ahead.
One of the four beasts saying, come and see.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm. And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
Sloggy, this ain't the one. Someone give me a nation of kings and priests. Real quick. I think it's a Revelation 12, maybe 12 and 6 and 12. 6 and 12. Sound familiar?
I think it's 5 and 10, sir.
5 and 10. 10 and 5. 1 and 2, right?
5 and 10, sir.
Go ahead.
Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And they sung a new song.
Go ahead.
Saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And has made us unto our God kings and priests.
Kings and what?
Priests.
They made us unto our God kings and priests. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying? These cats don't know the Bible. That's all. You know what I mean? They don't know the Bible. You just go into your bag and your precepts and you just go show them that they don't know the Bible. You understand? No sweat. A nation of kings and priests. Go ahead, Commodore.
So like, can we pull these same precepts just in case like a Christian will say that that we don't need priests and prophets today? All you need is Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Did you in our nation? You always gonna be working for God. Like this is the Lord's business. Like we brothers and all that, but we actually have a business that we have to run. You get what I'm saying? Which is the Lord's business. I know we hang out, we do the brotherhood thing. The brotherhood is the Lord's business. You know what I'm saying? Just always know that that's why you got to put your professional foot forward. You know what I mean? At all times. You know what I mean? It's expected out of you to be professional because you're in a business. We run a business, right? So in that saying, we always will be working or servicing. You understand?
Okay.
Solid. Any questions? Go ahead now, Zach.
So like I have a question. I had the precept that.
Let me hear it. Oh, precept for what?
The Pharaoh and the Canaanites.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 9, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Pharaoh, king of Egypt, had gone up and taken Gezer and burnt it with fire.
Go ahead.
And slain the Canaanites
Mm-hmm.
that dwelt in the city, and given it for a present unto his daughter Solomon's wife.
Is that it?
Okay.
So that was it?
So when he says he's slain the Canaanites, because I thought that Egyptians were Canaanites.
Oh no, not Egyptians, not Canaanites.
Okay.
There's something else.
Okay,
I want to get the
Egyptians is Mizraim.
Mizraim, right?
That's their biblical name. They're two different nations.
Okay.
1 second.
But they are both Africans.
Okay. Good to go?
Okay.
All right, no sweat. No questions, right? Let's get to these Sabbath precepts, right? Brother asked me about some Sabbath questions. I'll give you a brief synopsis, right? Sabbath day, according to the Bible, is a day that's made for you. You understand? Like a lot of fake Israelites, because they don't understand the Bible, they would tell you that you can't do anything on the Sabbath. You can't work on the Sabbath. You know what I mean? You can't do business on the Sabbath, right? Which is true. You cannot do business on the Sabbath, meaning I can't have a business on Saturday and make somebody work for me. You understand? Like I can't try to make, like if I own a business, I can't say, oh brother, you working today. Y'all get me? That day is for him to do as he pleases. You understand? So that the Sabbath day is really for people who own businesses to shut down so the brother or the sister can have a break to do as they please. Right? Precept, let's get when Christ said the Sabbath is made for man, right? I think let me find it for me real quick. All right, 1 second. And then we'll go into another breakdown with the Sabbath as well, right? Sabbath day precepts. Oh, let's get this one first. Let me get Leviticus 23:1, and also let me get Mark 2:27, right? And then we'll go from. Just remind me. I got 1 Chronicles 9:32. And another question that popped up say, what if your slavery asked you to come in on Saturday, right? If your slavery asked you to come in on Saturday, meaning you're scheduled to work on Saturday. What do you do? Anybody know? It's a Sabbath day. Go ahead, Nazar.
Go to work
Go to work. Why?
because we're in slavery.
Okay, that's true, but that's not the answer we'll give, right? Which is true. We're in slavery, right? We need the bread. You need to go to work because you'll get fired, right? If we don't go to work, the white man. This is what you got to understand. These other nations don't give a damn about the Sabbath day. You get what I'm saying? Who's in sin or who's in crime? You? No, y'all understand? It's not you if you go to your slavery. It's the person in charge that gets charged with the crime. You understand? So if you have to go into work on the Sabbath day, you go to work, no problem. The Lord doesn't see that. Nothing against you. He looks at the business owner as a sinner or a person who trespassed him. When only reason I'm saying that too is because heathens can't sin. You understand? Heathens cannot sin because they're not given the law, but you can sin. Right. So when you have so now, if you wanted to sell on a Saturday, say you have your own business, you wanted to sell a product on that Saturday, you're free to do so because it's you selling your own thing. You just can't make someone work. You see the difference? All right, no sweat. Like we would sell, like we'll sell a shirt on Saturday, right? Sell a shirt on Saturday. Brothers, Captain Azari gonna sell some smell good, some oils. Though that's fine because he's working for himself. He's working, but he cannot make someone else work. That's the whole point. All right, that's what you call servile work. We'll get that in Leviticus right now. All right, read that for me. 23:1. The wall. You want to say something?
Oh, it's like I have Mark.
Oh yeah, hold Mark. Let me get Leviticus 23:1.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation. Even these are my feasts.
Wait, well, slack it one more time from the top.
Leviticus 23:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
Which you shall proclaim to be a holy convocation. Go ahead.
Even these are my feasts. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done.
6 days shall work be done. What's the 6 days? Give me the 6 days. 6 days shall work be done. Because what you would also see, go ahead, Aitzan.
I was going to say, is that Sunday through Friday?
Perfect, right? Sunday through Friday. People will also say that the Sabbath day is on different days sometimes. You heard that before at the wall, right?
Right.
Which is incorrect. The Sabbath day is always on the same day. Which is what? Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Y'all understand? Sabbath service is what? Saturday and like in the middle of the Sabbath day, right? Coming up. Oh, no sweat. Y'all understand, right? So it's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown all the time because even in what today's calendar, you would know what the Sunday is the first day, right? Right. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Friday is the what? 6th day. And then to the end of Saturday, right? And then you start your whole day, and the end of Saturday is what, the 7th day, right? And then again you start all over, right? So now read verse 3.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done.
6 days shall work be done, meaning those 6 days you are not the law. There's a provision that you can work on those 6 days. Even back in the day, they would have to fight to get a day off. Like in the unions back in the day, right? They would have to go to, damn near war with the people in charge about getting a day off because they would work them 7 straight days. You know what I'm saying? So now they're at, by law, you got to at least get 1 day off by law, right? Go ahead. Unless you're voluntary for overtime or something like that, right? Go ahead, Oscar. There's so many labor laws now, right? You can get hit hard if you going against the grain. You can get hit hard as a company. Go ahead.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. Now, because people don't understand the Bible, they took that as, resting and not doing a damn thing, right? So meaning they don't, Jewish people, right? Jewish people today that so-called or that are Orthodox, meaning that by the book, they won't turn a light switch on, right? They won't turn the oven on. They'll hire somebody to do it, so they don't, so they're not breaking the law, right? They would even if they live in a like a building, they have someone push the button for them in the elevator. You get what I mean? Because they can't do anything. But that's how black people who don't understand the Bible do as well. They cook food on Friday before the sundown, right? Cook food, sandwiches, whatever, and so they eat it during the Sabbath day, so they're not cooking or moving anything.
They eat cold food.
Cold cuts.
Cold cuts.
There you go. Cold cuts.
Tray.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not understanding the Bible.
Right.
That sucks to not understand the Bible because you do weird things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Things that are just not in the spirit of Christ or the spirit of the Bible. You get what I'm saying? So now let's go from there, right? Let me get Mark. What you'll find is you get another precept of Leviticus talking about the gathering of sticks. You can't gather sticks or stuff like that. Someone made that brother go do that. That was off. You understand? You shouldn't make nobody do anything on the Sabbath that's work related. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna give you another precept to show why we go to camp. Coming up.
So like I said, okay, so you can't make nobody do anything, but you could do it yourself.
Yes, absolutely. You can't, meaning this, I can give you an order on the Sabbath, but I can't tell you to sell something for me.
Right.
I can't tell you to work for me to profit money. You understand? If I say, coming down where you at, we're going to camp on Saturday, I need you to pick me up. You have to do that. Because you're a priest, and priests are always working. We're going to pull that in a second. Go ahead, Dr. Wall.
Mark chapter 2, verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass.
Is it 23 or 27?
It's 23.
Slakia, go ahead.
Mark chapter 2, verse 23. And it came to pass that he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath day.
Go ahead.
And his disciples began, as they went, to pluck the ears of corn.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do on the Sabbath day which is not lawful?
The Pharisees said unto him, remember the Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes are people that are against Christ and against the truth, right? They claim to know the Bible, but they don't really understand. So they constantly trying to cut Christ on what he does, right? And he's saying, why are you going against, what did he say? What is he doing?
They say, why are you doing something that's unlawful? Why are you doing that which is unlawful?
Right, you're doing something that's unlawful. They're saying it, so they're saying that so they can arrest him or kill him. All right, go ahead.
Verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, have ye never read what David did when he had need and was an hungered, he and they that were with him, how he went into the house of God in the days of Abiathar, the high priest, and did eat the showbread.
And did eat the what?
The showbread.
Come on, like this is so heavy. Christ is telling you that he knows the Bible, the Old Testament. Have you not read where, you know what I mean, in our history of what happened here, right? Keep going.
And did eat the showbread, which is not lawful to eat, but for the priest.
Which is not lawful to eat, but for the priest. Go ahead.
And gave also to them which were with him.
And he also gave it to them who were with him. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
You understand that? The Sabbath was made for us, and not for us to serve the Sabbath. You get what I'm saying? It's not a day to where you're you slave for 6 days, and then you can't do a damn thing on the day you're off. What sense does that make?
Then you're a triple slave.
Right. You understand?
You can't do nothing.
Right, exactly. So now, in what Christ is referencing to is what? He's referencing when David and his men were on the run from Saul. They was trying to kill David. And David was so hungry that he was going to faint. And in that, the priest gave him the bread to eat so he wouldn't die. That's the spirit of Christ. And that priest got put to death for doing that. You understand? Now, let's stop right there. Right? Oh, slacking.
Verse 28. Therefore, the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath.
One more time.
Therefore, the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath.
He is Lord over the Sabbath, meaning he rules over that day. Meaning you rule over that day. You understand? It's your day to do as you please. Now get Chronicles 9:32. Is it Chronicles 9 and 32 or something else?
Is it first or second?
First Chronicles 9 and 32. Commandant.
So like I said, so I have a question to where it says, the Son of Man, that's not speaking about Christ, that's speaking about the children of Israel.
Right. Who's the Son of Man?
Yeah, because I know in Ezekiel it says, Son of Man.
Yeah. Who's the Son of Man?
The children of Israel.
Right. What's the slang word for Son of Man today? Just man.
Okay, fine.
Right? Just man. Son, like that's how they would talk. Son of man, where are you going? Son of man, what is this? Today we say, man, where you going? Man, what's this? Right? Same thing. You just took off the son up. But it's the same way they was talking, the same way we talk today. You know what I mean? That's the same context. Go ahead.
So the reason why I asked that is because I know Christians, when they hear Son of Man, they know they automatically know, think that it's speaking of Christ all the time.
Yeah. Because Christians don't understand the Bible. They put all the Holy Ghost into it. Right. You know what I'm saying? They take away the essence of life because they're sinners. When you're a sinner, something has to be more than you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so great and you're not so great. So something has to be just more spiritual from the heavens because you can't be that way. Holier, so they go ahead.
Holier than thou.
Holier than thou, exactly. That's how they want to be. So that's why they say it that way coming up. You know what I mean? All right, now give me First Chronicles 9 and 32.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 9, verse 32.
Go ahead.
And other of their brethren, of the sons of the Kohathites, the water, were over the showbread to prepare it every Sabbath.
To prepare what?
To prepare it, were over the showbread to prepare it every Sabbath.
Now wait a second. Wait, hold on. You mean they working? Is that what it's saying? You mean they actually lifting the finger? Is that what that just said, right?
Right.
Say it, read it again. I didn't want that to go over your head. That's why I said it, right? Read it again.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 9, verse 32. And other of their brethren, of the sons of the Kohathites,
go ahead,
were over the showbread,
right,
to prepare it every Sabbath.
To prepare it every Sabbath. What are they doing? They're working. You understand?
Right.
Who are they? Priests. Priests that are working. Who are we? Priests that work on the Sabbath. You understand? We go into camp, that's doing the work of the Lord. Y'all get me? That's the work that we do. That's the work, that's the service of a priest, is to work. And this is what they're doing. They're over the Sabbath service. So they prepare every Saturday. They work every Saturday. Go ahead.
Slakia, sir, if I may, would this be a good precept to like cut Christians that try to say like you can't do anything on the Sabbath?
That's what I'm pulling it out for. So y'all can put it in your repertoire and cut every person that says something. You get what I'm saying?
Also, I would say that what you were saying earlier, they're working, but they're doing the work of the Lord. They're doing the work of a priest. They're not making money.
You understand?
You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 33. And these are the singers.
Oh, not sorry. That's all you needed, right? Okay. Now, we good on that? Coming down.
So the Kohathites, those are the Levites?
Yeah, the Kohathites are the Levites. If you look up the word, I believe it's like, I want to say serviceman. I forget. Salakia, go ahead.
So like I said, I was going to say, because I know the Jews say, they say Kohan, but in the Hebrew it would be Kahan, right?
Khan, which means priest, exactly. Kohathites, right? So these are the brothers who work in that service. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, I got it.
Go ahead.
Kohathites were one of the four main divisions among the Levites in biblical times.
Perfect. Which meaning just to give you what it is today is someone that's over that department. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's over that department of the Sabbath service, the high holy days. You get what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about, the Kohathites, right? Solid, good to go? Y'all good to go, right? So now we're gonna get into the other part of the Sabbath service, Sabbath day, right? Let's get to Maccabees. Let's get the Maccabees, right? Let's get the Maccabees, 1 second. And don't get me wrong, you'll get some other. There's another one I got in Nehemiah. It's not this. It's not the correct precept, but in Nehemiah it talks about how businesses should shut down on the Sabbath day. All right, just remind me about it next week. I have the exact. I got it in my notes when I read it. That wasn't it. So it talks about how the businesses should shut down on that day, so you will be off. That's the exact precept. All right. 1 second. All right, let's go to 1 Maccabees 2 and 41. We're going to get 1 Maccabees 2 and 41. Someone also hold Jeremiah 12 and 10. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to go there, all right? Or 20 minutes.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 41.
Uh-huh.
At that time, therefore, they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him. We will fight against him.
Let me give you some history, right? On before Maccabees said that, right? So like who was the brother? Mattathias, right? Mattathias said this, right? There was a fleet of brothers who believed like how brothers who don't understand the Bible believe. They said we rather die, or we should die on the Sabbath instead of fight. Meaning they was about to go to war. The people that was going to war with wanted to fight on this day. And because they didn't understand the Bible, they put their swords down and got slaughtered. You understand? That's what they did. Not understanding the Bible, not understanding the scriptures. That's why it's so important to what? Be in here. So listen, if I see a fake Israelite on Saturdays, I'm going to slap the dog shit out of him. And what's he going to do? He better not do nothing. Right? Now, I'm not going to do that, but you see how dumb that sounds? Right. If I see him just standing around and I go and punch him in the mouth, according to him, he can't do nothing. You understand? See how dumb that sounds, right? Right. But this is what happened in the Bible because these brothers did the same thing. They did not pick up their sword. They put their sword down and just said, I guess we have to die then. Right? So now in verse 41, Mattathias is saying, now we're making a decree, right? Read from the top.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 42. Verse 41. At that time, therefore, they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him. Neither will we die all, as our brethren that were murdered in the secret places.
Right. Neither shall we die all like our brethren who were murdered in the secret places. Keep going. Because he wants to say, he's telling the brothers, hell no, that ain't going to happen to us. Listen, they're our brothers. Brothers who die in the world are our brothers, right or wrong? Our brothers. They off. They die. Fake Israelites, they're our brothers. You get what I'm saying? When I use that term very loosely. You know what I mean? If you speak against the Israelite school of UPK, I don't know if you're an enemy more than a brother, right? But there's some cats who are fake Israelites who don't talk about the ISUPK. They off. I treat them like I treat anybody else. You get what I'm saying? But now if you're an enemy, then I'm gonna talk to you horribly and I'm gonna talk bad about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you would do to enemies, though. But if you were just a brother in the world, you just don't know no better. You know what I mean? It's no sweat. Lord be with you. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 42. Then came there unto him a company of Assyrians.
Now read this. Somebody look up Assyrians in the Bible dictionary, Bible show. If you can find it for me. Assyrians. So now he made this decree that what? On the Sabbath day, we will fight. Right? And him saying that these Assyrians, which are basically fake Israelites, right? They're another Israelite group that's not rocking with the ISUPK. Mattathias, just think about him, he's in the ISUPK. He is the ISUPK because he has the spirit of Christ. The spirit of Christ is to what? Well, the spirit of the Lord is what? war. You understand? It's the whole reason why David was made king, because he had the spirit of war. Saul didn't do what the Most High did, so the Most High went to go look for a new king. You know what I mean? And he went to go look for a new king who what? Killed a bear and killed a lion to protect his sheep, which is metaphorically speaking, because he would do that for his people. You understand? He wanted to get a shepherd to protect his people, and he seen that in David when he killed those two beastly animals to protect his sheep. And he said, "That's the spirit of me." And that's why he said, "David has a heart after my own." Right. So now you got Assyrians for me. Someone find it. I need it in a Bible dictionary. If anyone got a Bible dictionary, right? Assyrians, right? Now I'll tell you when we read it. Assyrians are just fake Israelites who seen what Mattathias said and was inspired by what he said. They seen it and said, "Damn, we rocking with you. We want to get down with you because this cat is courageous. This cat is no coward." And those things are what? What are those things? They are contagious. Anyone who sees something like that wants to be a part of it. You get what I'm saying? That's why these cats came and they said, "Man, we want to get down with y'all." Right? Read from 42 from the top.
Oh, God. The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 42. Then came there unto him a company of Assyrians.
A company of Assyrians. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Who were mighty men of Israel.
Who were mighty men of Israel. Go ahead.
Even all such as were voluntarily devoted unto the law.
Even listen, they was brothers who they wasn't in the truth, but they thought they was. You feel me? They thought they was. They did everything they could. They just didn't have that one West in them yet. But they sought it and they found it. That's what happens. The Lord said, "What? Seek my face. You gonna find it." That's what these cats did. And they came across Mattathias and they said, "Damn, this cat right here, I know he has the spirit of Christ. He has the spirit of the Most High. That's who I'm going to be with. That's who I'm going to follow." And that's what they did. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got Assyrians yet?
Sir.
No sweat. Find it for me though. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 43. Also, all they that fled for persecution joined themselves unto them.
They joined themselves onto them. Keep going.
And were a stay unto them.
And were a stay unto them. Keep going. Meaning what? What does it mean to be a stay unto them? Unto them is talking about Mattathias and his men. What does it mean to be a stay unto them? Go ahead. They stuck with them. They stuck with them. They became the ISUPK. Yeah. If you read about the Assyrians, when the brother find it, when you read about the Assyrians, they were people who was around during the Maccabees. And then you will never hear about them again. Why you never hear about them again? Because they joined us. You understand? That's why you've never heard about them again. You hear about it was a long stay, and then most of the time you heard about the time of Maccabees when Mattathias had them, and then you never hear about them again because they became one West. You understand? The Lord will find you. Listen, if you a fake Israelite out there and you think you're doing the right thing, seek the Lord. The Lord will put you right in here. Right or wrong. A lot of brothers came from fake groups and all that. They ain't hearing that. Hardcore as they can be. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 43. Also, all they that fled for persecution joined themselves unto them, and were a stay unto them.
They were a stay unto them, meaning they protected them, right? Go ahead.
Okay. So they joined their forces.
Say it again.
So they joined their forces.
They what?
They joined their forces.
They joined their forces. What has Commander Johanna been saying since 2010, 11, right? All camps come together. What is this? What is it saying? They joined their forces. When it says they became a stay unto them, meaning these men protected the men of the Lord, right? And when you become when you're a young man, when you're coming up in the truth, what do you do mostly? You're on guard, right or wrong. That's what the Assyrians did, because they were new. They became a stay, and they guarded the senior men. You understand? They took their place and they did a thing. They did it right, right? So now read 43 again. They joined what?
Joined themselves unto them, and were a stay unto them.
Keep going.
Verse 44. So they joined their forces.
They joined their forces. That's what they did. They seen the one West spirit all on the brother Mattathias and how he was going to fight on the Sabbath day. He was going to fight on the Sabbath day. He wasn't going to die on the Sabbath day. You understand? He wasn't going to die. It's against the law to not defend yourself. Y'all understand that, right? It's not in the spirit of Christ not to defend yourself. It's not like we allow a white person to come in here and hang out with us, and you know we don't pat him down and he shoots 10 of us, 9 of us, right? That's what happened in South Carolina, right? With Dylan Roof, right? They just let him in because they wanted a fellowship, and he's looking like, you know, a murderer from the beginning. I don't even know why they didn't do nothing. And they all black and he's white, and he comes in there and shoots 9 of them and gets and kills them. You get what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's what happens. But we're not like that. We pat down black people. No black person is coming in here that we don't know and we won't pat them down. No Hispanic person is coming in here without a pat down. Everyone's getting pat down. I think from what? 1,000, 5,000 down or 1,000 down? 5,000. Did they get 5,000 get a pass?
Below 5,000.
Okay, below 5,000 down gets patted down, right? You understand? So you might be here for a couple of years, you're still getting pat down.
Right.
You understand? That's just the protocol. You get what I mean? But that's because we need to be protected. This is the house of the Lord. We got to be, you know, we can't be like, oh yeah, I know Oscar Ward. Oscar Ward, he's 1,000. Nah, he good. No, pat Oscar Ward down. It's protocol. If you let Oscar Ward pass, then he might be a danger to us. You get what I'm saying? We got to pat each other down. That's how it go. Because we pat down the white man, right? We'll pat down this man. We got to pat each other down. We ain't playing that. We can't be like that. We can't take a day off. You understand? Can't take a day off. We got to be strict with what we do, and we have to do what we say, right? Mattathias was all about that. Mattathias is about his people. He was about fighting. He was about going to war with our enemies, right? Keep going on.
Okay. And wicked men in their wrath, but the rest fled to the heathen for
secure. But the what? But the what? They fled to the who?
Fled to the heathen.
But they fled to the what?
To the heathen.
Fled to the who?
To the heathen.
Who is these? The rest. Who is the rest? Anybody know who the rest is? Go ahead.
So I was gonna say cowards.
Yeah, that's cowards. The wall, I think, said it. Yeah, give me an example of them fleeing to the going to the Israelite to the what they say, to the who?
To the heathen.
To the heathen for secure. Give me an example of that. The wall. Go ahead.
GOCC.
Come on, man.
White people on the Passover.
Come on, man. Give me more.
The enemy, the purple cats.
Yeah.
The police on us.
Yeah. What else the purple cats do?
Transgender.
Yeah, I know, but what else they did though? It was something else to the precept. What they did, the wall. What they do?
Kill Joy Morgan.
That's true. Sahara.
They did the Judas thing. They went. And he said they were like Judas.
Y'all not saying that. Ramon, what you gonna say?
I was gonna say also, they cater to the women.
They catered. They went to them Africans. Oh, that's what they did. They went to them Africans, right? Didn't right or wrong?
Sir, I don't know how that one slipped.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I was right here with you. No sweat, but they went to the Africans for secure, right? I mean, I remember Hazahab was telling me that in UK, Officer Shamgar was telling me that they had put some Nigerian cat. He wasn't even like there for no time. They raised him up over everybody because he had a college degree.
Damn.
And you feel me? They had a college degree, so they put the Nigerian cat over the camp. And then Shambar said, "Oh, I'm out of here. This is crazy."
Sir, I went ahead, but when I brought out Joy Morgan, that was a result of going to the heat.
Come on,
right? Because it was an African that she was dating.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I thought you was gonna say it. But Joy Morgan is Curry now, right? She's somewhere with the Jeremiah say she's somewhere with carrots and potatoes somewhere,
right? Because
someone that African and put her in some type of big boil and cooked her and ate her. You get what I'm saying? But this is the thing. They went to the heathens to what? For security. to be safe, because it can't be with us, right? You understand that? These are the same cats that won't fight on the Sabbath. That's why you in here and there and there. You get me? That's why it's so many of them and so little of us. Y'all understand that, right? That makes sense, right? It makes sense that these fake Israelite groups got more people than us, right? You get what I mean? They've been around for like about 20 years, and they got twice or three times much people than we do. Because it's easy to be them, because they run. Or they slack it. They don't fight. That's the point, right? They don't fight. But you know, on the Sabbath day, that what?
We gonna fight.
We gonna fight. Y'all understand? Y'all got the spirit of the Sabbath day now? You get it now, right? That's why well, more importantly, people would do is, because they don't know no better, what they do. They'll see what we do and be like, I don't know about y'all. Y'all like hanging out on the Sabbath and picking up cups and pouring cups on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing a little bit too much. If we doing it, it's because we know that we can. You get what I'm saying? There's another cat that said that we cannot drink liquor, right? He said we can't drink liquor. Y'all drinking liquor while y'all teaching. You know what I'm saying? He brought up a precept in Leviticus, which the precept talks about drinking, period. And I told him, well, according to him, if we can't drink liquor, you can't drink water. That's what the precept he pulled out, and he was done. He was done after that, because he doesn't understand the Bible, and that's something I understand that you don't understand. Y'all with me? Good to go? Any questions? Solid. All right, let's go to give me that precept with Abraham and Sarah, right? Abraham went to a king. He went to the king, and the king said, "Is this your wife?" He said, "Nah, that's my sister." Y'all know that? Y'all know that breakdown? Someone pull that for me. You got it?
I think, hold on. I want to make sure you put the,
No sweat. Give me that, and I also need in the I think it's Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, in the Apocrypha where the three kings came to Solomon and told him what was the thing that rules the earth. Y'all know that one I'm talking about? I'll find it. 1 second. Go ahead. You got it?
Slakia, was it a specific verse you wanted? It's in Genesis chapter 12, I believe.
Nah, you start from the beginning.
You start from the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. The book of Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. Can we just keep reading?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. Mm-hmm. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
Okay, let's jump up a little bit. Give me to the part where he gets to the king, when they're traveling through and they catch him, right?
Okay, so
anybody else familiar with this?
This is okay. We can go to verse.
I need a little bit of context, and then I'll go, and then it reads into the story.
I'll start at verse 12.
All right, go ahead. It's Genesis 12 and 12?
All
right, go ahead.
Therefore it shall come to pass when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, this is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee. They will save thee alive. Mm-hmm. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee.
I know the wall knows this. Anybody know why Abraham called? He told Sarah to say, tell them when we walk past a land, don't tell them you my wife. Tell them you my sister, so we can be good to go, so we can be safe through their land. Anybody know why he told Sarah to do that? So what?
She was bad. He thought he was gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what y'all gonna say?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Also, everybody knows. Salakia. So that's exactly why, though, right? Sarah was a beautiful sister, and Abraham knew that. And Abraham knew if he was to go through these people's land, and them knowing that's his wife, that they would kill him and take Sarah, right? But it was very what of him? So what?
He's a coward.
He's coward. He's a coward. Why?
He denied his wife to save his life. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to go to battle.
Not that. There you go. That he didn't want to go to battle. That's it. Why is he a coward? Some people might think that's smart to do. They should stay alive. Like a lot of people do cowardly things to stay alive. Right or wrong? You're alive.
It's because he's supposed to serve the Lord. So, like our precepts say, he's supposed to fear him who can kill, you know what I'm saying, the soul in hell. You're not supposed to fear the man that can just kill his body.
God damn right. I score.
Correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but if it wasn't for the Lord, she would have became that Egyptian wife, right?
Yeah, you're jumping ahead a little bit. Don't jump ahead, right? Keep going. Yeah.
Come. Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 14.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass that when Abram was coming to Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman that she was very fair.
Mm-hmm. Right. So they looked at Sarah like, damn, she looked good. What's good with her, right? So they looking at Sarah like, okay, who's that, right? Go ahead.
The princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house.
Mm-hmm.
And he entreated Abram well for his sake, or for her sake.
Right. Go ahead.
And he had sheep and oxen.
Right. He like, this your sister, no problem. I got this, I got that. What you want for her? Like, I want this woman. What's the dowry? Right? Go ahead.
And he asses and men servants and maid servants.
And he's about to give all this up, right? So now it's kind of looking like what? What is it looking like? Go ahead.
Like he's about to have his brother's wife.
Say it though.
Like in terms of Moses or in
terms of life.
He's about to marry his sister.
Yeah, but this is his brother's wife though. So now it's looking like what?
It's looking like adultery.
Adultery, correct, but what is it? Remind.
Is he like kind of like I ain't gonna say prostitute.
No, that's exactly what it is. That's the whole reason why we in this precept. Because what does it look like he's doing to the Lord? Go ahead.
Like he's just selling his wife off.
He pimping his wife off. Right or wrong?
Right.
Nah, mind you, this is his wife. Eli.
But it's still like a facade though. Like I know
it's a facade in his head, but the Lord don't deal with facade. You get what I'm saying?
Like something to give because I gotta play the role.
Yeah. So he gotta act like he about to sell his wife off. You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 17. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah or Sarai, Abram's wife.
Right now they say Abram and Sarai because remember they was in the world, right? Later they became in the truth, and that's when their name got changed, right? So now he's plaguing him. More importantly, he's showing Abraham that he's with him. You understand? He's showing him you don't have to be a coward. You don't have to be scared because I'm with you. Don't do this. Don't be scared of this cat. Tell him that's your wife. And trust in the Lord. So what?
Like Abraham was dude who had great faith in the Lord. Like what changed?
What changed was that he was by himself.
Yeah.
Right? So now that tells you what? What does that tell you? Remind.
He didn't have enough faith.
He didn't have enough faith, but what else? Not to that.
You gotta stay thorough, whether you're alone or you with your brothers.
That's it. Stay down. Whether you by yourself or with men, stay the same person. If you super turned up with a whole bunch of brothers, be that way by yourself. Probably not the wisest way to be, but be that way, right? But if you regular with the brothers, be the same way with that. But be honest though, because the Lord sees you. The Lord don't forget. You can be a certain way with brothers. By yourself, that's when the Lord knows you most. That's when the Lord really sees who you are. You get what I'm saying? So now Abraham he was a great warrior. He killed several African nations, put them to death, took their spoils. When he was by himself, he was like, "Ooh, I got to play this different." Mind you, this is him coming into the truth. He's not in the truth yet. He's coming into the truth, right? So that's what he's doing. Keep going. Someone had their hand up. You're live.
I had a question, sir. So in the context that you're speaking in, as Abram, as like you was to say that was the old man before he was in the truth, he was still shown favor by the Most High.
Right. He was still shown because the Lord liked him.
The Lord liked him.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He did a couple of cowardly things.
Yes.
As that old man.
Yes.
As when he was Abram, he was ready to kill his son.
Yes.
To serve the Lord.
Right. Not yet though. Who else did cowardly things before they came into the truth? Go ahead.
Adam, sir?
Us. Yeah, we the same. That's why we got to lead the world. You get what I'm saying? That's why we can't be in the world no more. You know what I mean? Because we can't be that same person. The Lord's showing them that he was with them though. Right? Keep going. Any more I need to read on that?
There's
go ahead.
Verse 18.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 18. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is this that thou hast done unto me? Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife?
You understand that? He like, damn, because remember he had a dream, right? Did we pass that part? But he had a dream. The Lord came to him in a dream. Remember, he plagued him and all that. I think he came. Oh, that might be another one. That might be another account. But he plagued him and all that. So in that plague, the king found out, like, hold on, this your wife. Why didn't you just tell me that? Right? Why didn't you just tell me that? Why all these horrible things got to happen to me? So before you tell me, like I could have avoided all that. Abraham goes, keep going.
Verse 19. Why saidst thou, she is my sister? So I might have taken her to me to wife. Now therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go thy way. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away and his wife and all that he had.
You understand that, right? What is it? Trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. Don't be scared of men. Don't be scared of, like, when you think about dying, you start to cower. Why? You live your whole life not a coward. You live your life on a daily basis as not a coward. But when things come against you, now you cower. What sense does that make? What sense does it make to live your life as with courage and bravery, but when things happen, you cower? What sense does that make? It doesn't make sense. You can throw all out the courage and bravery for all the years of your life because you died a coward if you do die. You understand? Don't be a coward is the point, right? That's the whole point of tonight, right? Don't be a coward. But Mattathias wasn't a coward. He was fighting on the Sabbath. He made a decree. He said, listen, these cats was wrong. They died. I like living. So in my living, we're going to fight these cats and we're going to win. And they did. You understand? That's it, right? Let's switch gears. Y'all got any questions? Good to go? Go ahead, Roman.
I know this is a real topic. I was just gonna say, they wasn't naming the pharaohs around the time.
No, all the pharaohs got names, but the pharaohs that got names in the Bible was the important ones because they the one that hurt Israel. You know what I'm saying? They always had a pharaoh. Every pharaoh had a name, just like Alexander the Great. All them. What nation is that? Romans, right? Romans, Greeks, and all them. Everyone had names. But the ones who hurt Israel the most is the ones that's going to be in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So in history, you can find out all the pharaohs named through history. All right. Don't sweat. Let's get second Esdras. Brother says first Esdras, excuse me, First Esdras 2 and 14, right? We'll go over women real quick, some sisters. Go ahead.
Also, there was a question online also.
What was the question?
It says, Salakia, what scripture can I read to help me understand? Sometimes I don't want to live out of fear of making a mistake and breaking the law.
Okay, one more time. One more time.
It's Salakia.
What scripture can I read to what?
To help me understand.
To help me understand. Go ahead.
Sometimes I don't want to live out of fear of making a mistake and breaking the law.
And making a mistake and breaking the law. Okay. Okay. There's no, okay, I'll give you a precept, but really, you just come to class and keep learning. You understand? Just keep learning. Don't worry about, is this wrong? Is that right? If you do think something is right or wrong, pick up the phone and call your camp leader, right? You call your camp leader and say, listen, I'm about to do this. Is this wrong or is this right? That's it. You know what I mean? Call your camp leader. Your camp leader is going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. You've lived life free in the laws that you do know. You get what I mean? Every law that you do know, that you've been taught, live life free in that. But now if you come across something that you don't know, pick up your phone, call your camp leader, right? Precept. Give me a precept, somebody, if anyone knows from the top of their head. I think we went over this one last week, Isaiah 34 and 16. Y'all can pull that real quick. Let me see what else. Let me think. Give me that one in Proverbs, right?
Multitude of counsel.
Said no. Well, that's a good one.
Safety and a multitude of counsel.
That's a good one. But there's another one I'll give you. Give me Proverbs 14 and 12. Give me that one. Go ahead.
Salakia, you want to read 34 and 16? Oh, it was book of Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah 34 and 16. This one went over last week, but you can read this and just let you know that the Bible is the thing that keeps you, you know what I mean, solid, keeps you thorough, right? Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mates, for my mouth it hath commanded.
Right. So you understand, in the Bible, it talks about how this Bible is the thing that guides your life. You know what I mean? I remember I was in the world, when they broke down the word Bible. This is not in the Bible. They said basic instructions before leaving Earth. Y'all, anybody ever heard that? Yeah. As I heard, I said, damn, that's heavy. But it's kind of true because you learning all the laws before you die. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it was. That's not what we teach, though. Don't get me wrong. But that's what it is. Like the laws that you're given before you die. These are basic things you need to know before you leave the earth, right? So in this Bible, when you read it, you'll learn what to do and what not to do, right? Who got Proverbs 14 and 12? Go ahead, the wall.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Right. So now this is the contrast to what the sister's saying. How do I live my life not scared? This is how you know not to live your life, right? You live your life according to how you think. Don't live your life like that, because the way you think might not be according to what the Lord says, right? Because you might think I should handle it this way when you should not handle it that way, right? Read again from the top up, Sean.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Right. There's things that seem right to do. There's things that seem right to do. That's the word, right? Seem. But don't do those things that seem right. Do the thing that is right. What is our thing? Don't be sure, make sure. That's a Hebrew Academy what's that saying that we use? Don't be sure, make sure. Right? And in making sure, you call your camp leader and you find out, is this the right way to go about things? Remember, your camp leader is going to give you the right and wrong answer, and they will give you counsel if you need it. Counsel is a suggestion or advice. It's not something that you have to do, but I would not go against the counsel. Just to give you another suggestion. Go ahead.
This is another one, sir.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Right.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
Perfect. So tell the brother or sister who asked that question, you just call your camp leader if you're not sure on what to do and what moves to make. Just call your camp leader. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. You know what I mean? Call or call an officer in your zone. He'll know the answer. He'll call the camp leader. All right. Good to go?
Okay.
Solid. Let's get first Esdras, right? Who got it? Let's get it.
Like I say, what's the chapter and verse?
I said first Esdras, right? 2 and 14.
Oh, 2. Oh, second.
It's like, what did I say?
I think you said first, sir.
First Esdras 2 and 14.
2 and 14.
Go ahead.
First Esdras chapter 2, verse 14.
Right. So now pay attention closely. Go ahead.
So
we switching gears. We're not talking about, what was we talking about? That's sister's question. Now we're switching gears to another topic right quick. All right. Go ahead.
So all the vessels of gold and of silver which were carried away. Am I right?
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
First Esdras chapter 2, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
So all the vessels of gold and of silver which were carried away were 5,409.
Go ahead. Keep going.
These were brought back by Sanabassar together with them of the captivity from Babylon to Jerusalem, which in the time of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians, Belamus and Mithridates, and Telebus and
Ramesses
and Ramus and Bilthemus and Sabellius, the secretary, with others which in commission with them, dwelling in Samaria and other places, wrote unto him against them that dwelt in Judea and Jerusalem these letters following.
Keep going. Keep going.
To King Artaxerxes, to King Artaxerxes.
Where you at? First Esdras?
Salakia.
Good night. Where's you at?
I'm on chapter 2.
That was first Esdras?
14.
My bad. That's the wrong precept, right? 1 second. Keep going down. Is that the one? That ain't the one. It has to be Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. Hold on. It's the 3 kings that said that was the most powerful things on earth.
Damn, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's definitely an apocrypha. One second. Let me know when you find it. Somebody find it for me real quick. It's the 3 kings that said,
Is it in chapter 8?
let me hear it. You found it?
No.
Hey, Lord Christ. Oh, good night. So like Lord Christ. 1 second. Try second Esdras 2 and 14. Hey, Lord Christ. Hey, you gave me the wrong precept, but that ain't it. You said 2 and 14. Nah, that ain't it. We went over this. Huh?
Wow.
Try 26. 26.
Second Esdras 12 and 26.
No. What is it? Second Esdras what? 2 and 26. Are you sure that's the one? Yes. Oh, okay. Jump into 26. Let me hear it.
Second Esdras chapter 2,
Okay.
verse 26.
Uh-huh.
As for the servants whom I've given thee, there shall not be one of them perish, for I will require them from among my number.
Nah, that ain't it.
This ain't it.
Nah, 1 second. Hold on. Good night. All right, give me it's the bow down her neck, right? In Ecclesiasticus. Though she 1 second.
It's like 25.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me Ecclesiasticus 26:10.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26:10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right. Hold that. Right. Hold that. Give me. That's exactly what I want. Go ahead.
It's like, was it in First Ezra?
Is it? Let me hear it.
It's First Ezra 3:10.
Let me hear it.
The first row, Salaki.
That's it. Perfect. He says, what was it?
Does it start at 9 or is it 10? Sir?
Try that 9. This is 3 Kings, right?
Sir.
Yeah, that's it. Salakia. The water. You saved the day. Good night.
First Ezra 3:9.
Uh-huh.
And said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings. And of those sides the king and the 3 princes of Persia shall judge that his sentences is the wisest.
Go ahead.
To him shall victory be given as was appointed.
Go ahead.
Verse 10, the first wrote, wine is the strongest.
That's it. This is it, right? And that's it. Can you hear me up, right? Okay. So they said, now 3 kings, right? 3 kings came together and they came together in a council, right? Instead of going to war, they said, what can we do to the king so we can get money from the king? I mean, this king is the richest king in the world at this point, right? So he tells them, what can I do? What's the best thing what's the thing that is the most powerful thing on earth, right? And he says, and the first king writes what?
Wine is the strongest.
He said wine is the strongest, right? Liquor is the strongest thing on earth. That's what he said. Keep going.
The second wrote, the king is the strongest.
He said the king is the strongest because the king directs orders. Whatever he says goes. If you wanted a war today, it can be a war today, right? That's what he said. The third king, go ahead.
The third wrote, women are strong.
And the third wrote, women are strongest, right?
But above all things, truth beareth away the victory.
Say it again.
The third wrote, women are the strongest. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory.
Hold that right now. It's like keep going. Y'all understood? Did y'all understand that? Okay. Keep going.
Now, when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him.
Go ahead.
And so he read them. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors of the captains, and the lieutenants, and the chief officers, and sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in.
Keep going.
And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine.
He's spoken of the strength of wine and what wine can do. Keep going.
And he said thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine.
How great and exceedingly strong is wine. Keep going.
It causeth all men to err that drink it.
Right. He said the strong drink causes men to err. It got to be the strongest. So he said that. Go ahead.
It maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one.
Damn. It maketh the king and of the fatherless child to be all one because you're drunk. The liquor make you drunk, right? Y'all become one person. Y'all become the same person. Base man. That's what he's basically saying. Go ahead.
Saying it's an equalizer.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It makes you talk to people that you usually wouldn't talk to. Right? Go ahead.
Of the bondman and of the free man.
You understand, right? Of the bondman and of the free man. Right? Go ahead.
Of the poor man and of the rich. It turneth also every thought into jollity.
Right. He take every thought into jolly. Right? Everything's funny. Everything's a joke. Right? Go ahead.
And mirth, so that man remembereth neither sorrow nor death.
That's why people drink. That's why he said it's the strongest. Because people forget the sorrow and what else?
And the dead.
And the dead. Right? Forget their pain. Right? A lot of people who drink, they'll drink themselves to tears. They'll drink themselves into, to numbness of how they feel. That's an alcoholic though. Go ahead.
So I remember it was a comedian. He said something along the lines like, "You living your life sober. He's like, you smoke weed, if you drink it, you be like, I don't even give a fuck about these pills." Like,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like,
that's Cat Williams. He was talking about weed. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
And
So now this is his case. Go ahead.
So like in verse 21, and it maketh every heart rich,
Go ahead.
so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor,
Mm-hmm.
and it maketh to speak all things by talents.
Right. Now it's making to speak all things by what?
By talents.
Meaning what? Talents or talents?
Talents.
Spell it for me.
Talents.
Talents. God. Meaning what?
Ability, sir?
Yeah. It make you speak the thing in boldness of what you want to speak.
Right.
Right? That's what liquor do to people. That's why most people drink liquor, to say the things that that they can't say, courageously sober. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so it's liquid courage.
It's liquid courage, right? So he's telling you this is the powerful thing to do. The liquor gotta be the strongest thing on earth, right? Keep going.
Verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And when they are in their cups, they forget their love, both to friends and brethren.
Mm-hmm.
And a little after draw out swords.
You say it again. And a little after what?
And when they're in their cups,
Mm-hmm.
they forget about their love to both friends and brothers.
Yeah. So meaning what? Oh man, hey, we having a good time. Wait, what you saying? No, fuck that. What? You said something, right? Now we about to fight. That's what you get in the world when you're drinking amongst people in the world. It's someone who is going to fight. It's someone who's going to argue. You get what I'm saying? When you drinking liquor makes you fight if you're an Israelite. You know what I mean? It turns you into something else that you don't need to be. And that's how you know you don't need to drink liquor. If it makes you want to fight, then you shouldn't drink liquor because you got a problem. Because you had to drink yourself into fighting, right? Don't be like that. This is how you know this is not the most powerful thing, right? Keep going.
So,
You can skip that. Give me the second one. Matter of fact, just give me to the third one, because everybody know the most powerful thing is women, right? That's the point. It ain't liquor, it ain't the king, it's women. Now take me to the women one when he break down the women, for time's sake.
oh, sorry. I think
It might be like 38, 37.
it's like before. What was the second one? The king, right? So I think it started like.
Second one is the king.
I think it started like 14 to 13.
Find me where it starts with the women.
It's 13. The book of First Ezra, the 4th chapter, and 13th
Appear like an
verse.
angel, this moment. To walk across the room. I'm just talking to you. Go ahead.
The book of First Ezra is in the 4th chapter and 13th verse.
This was the correct verse, Zach. You gave me the right one. I just started the wrong verse. Go ahead.
Then the third, who had spoken of women and of truth, was Zorobabel.
Right.
Began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king.
Now you read this on your own, because the king part he had a good argument. Like the first one had a good argument, the liquor, right? The second one had a good argument as well. But the third one spoke truth. He spoke the facts on what makes him, what turns a man. And he about to give you it. Go ahead.
O ye men, it is not the great king.
It is not the great king. Go ahead.
Nor the multitude of men. Neither is it one.
Go ahead.
That excelleth. But who is it then that ruleth them? Nor hath lordship over them.
Right. Who rules them or has lordship over them? Go ahead.
Are they not women?
Are they not who?
Are they not women?
Are they not women? Go ahead.
Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land.
Come on. Women have borne the king and all the men who bear rule by sea and land. When he says born the king, meaning what? Who gave that baby suckle? When they were sucking on their mother's teat. That one powerful king? was getting breastfed one time by a woman. You get what I'm saying? The same man who rules the sea was getting breastfed by a woman and came from a woman. And rules the land, that same man had been ruled over by a woman before. Go ahead.
Even them came they,
Mm-hmm.
and they nourished them up.
And they nourished them up, raised them up. Go ahead.
That planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh.
And you understand that? So people, the brothers in the vineyard who make the great wine that the brother was talking about, the first king, he said they mother raised him up. His mother taught him how to be a great vineyarder. Right? She taught him how to cut them grapes and told him how to be dedicated and how to wake up early and gave him the strength to do it by cooking them that meal. That's why you see so many gangsters today, so many people who you think are gangsters in the world who are killers and drug dealers, they'll get some food from their mother though. Go ahead, Yolak.
If I may, sir, based on the precepts, Jacob, mom stirred him up.
Come on.
To do what he did, because he was like, nah.
Right.
Like, Pops realized what I'm doing. And yeah.
She's like, don't worry about that.
No.
I got that under control.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But we're not done. It doesn't just start with mothers. Go ahead.
These Salaki.
Because you're gonna see something in this breakdown on this and one of these verses where you see what the woman did to the king. Go ahead, though.
These also make garments for men. Make
garments for men. These women make garments for the brothers. It's like in your glory. When you want to look glorious, who made it for you? A woman. A woman made that. Go ahead.
These bring glory unto men.
Mm-hmm.
And without women cannot men be.
Without women cannot men be. Without your father giving your mother sperm and your mother holding you and giving you birth, you couldn't be here. You understand? That's what he's breaking down. He's giving you the root of it, and then he's gonna give it to you for real. Go ahead.
Yea. And if men have gathered together gold and silver.
And if men gather together gold and silver, go ahead.
Or any other goodly thing.
Uh-huh.
Do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
Come on. Why does a man do the things he does? Why does a man want to look nice and wear jewelry? Right? You want to wear not because other men like jewelry.
I was going to say, sir.
Go ahead, though.
Not for other men.
Yeah, it ain't for other men because the other men like jewelry. And you don't rock a nice headpiece because you want a brother to recognize your headpiece. You know what I'm saying? You don't shine your boots up for another brother. You're not doing it for brothers. Everything you do is for a woman. You understand? That's what he's saying. Everything you do is because you want a woman to look at you, to see. If it wasn't about gathering gold and silver, you wouldn't gather gold and silver. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 19. And letting all those things go, do they not gape?
Go ahead.
And even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
Come on. Even with open mouths, fix their eyes fast on her. Come on. Keep going.
And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold?
Come on. You don't care about money. Only reason why you want money, so you can impress a woman, right? Like that's what cats are like. Said, listen, I want to get all the money. Why you want to get all the money? Because you want the women. That's what he's saying. You want the woman. The money is not for you. You get money for you. The money was for you. You wouldn't care about it. What does the woman want? What does she like? What is she? That's what he's saying. That's the power in a woman. A woman can motivate you. You see them bums. You see them bums. Listen, if a bum has sex with a woman tonight, he gonna get an apartment in no time. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. He started cleaning up his area. He gets some bum box. He gonna clean up his area. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get an application. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. You know. Go ahead, Eli.
More importantly, sir, his mentality, like he's like, I'm gonna get us out of this.
Yeah. Now it's something to be, happy about.
Right.
Now it's something that you look forward to.
That's a motivation.
It's motivation. More like damn, my life done changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like y'all other bums. Y'all don't got, y'all like drugs. You know what I mean? Y'all like drugs and staying outside. I got some boxing. I got to change my life, Box. I can't be around y'all no more.
I got dreams.
Yeah, I got dreams and aspirations. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what he's saying, right? Keep going.
Verse 20, a man leaveth his own father and brought him up in his own country.
Oh man, that's heavy. Keep going.
And cleaveth unto his wife.
How many brothers do that? You kicking with a brother all day, all night, every time. He get him a woman, you don't even see the cat no more. You know what I mean? But let a brother get a woman who don't got a woman right now. You like, damn, I know he available as hell. Now he got a woman. You like, damn, I miss that brother. You know what I mean? Why? He gone. He got things to do. Right? You know what I'm saying? He got a woman to impress. He like, I can't come out. I can't come out right now, brother. My woman, she controls me. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with a woman controlling a man and manipulating a man righteously. It's nothing wrong with that. Only thing is when she stops him from doing the work of the Lord, where it can be a problem. But a woman manipulating a man righteously is not a sin according to the Bible. You understand? But the power that she has, she knows that she has, because a brother would do anything for the woman. And that's the power that the brother's talking about in the scripture. Keep going.
Verse 21, he sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. But this also ye must know, that women have dominion over him.
The women have rule over him. Women. Not liquor, not the king. The woman has dominion over this brother. You understand? The woman. Keep going.
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
Come on now. Do you not labor and toil and what else?
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
And don't you bring it all to her? Don't you do that? That's what you do it for. For her. You ain't doing it for, you don't give a damn about yourself. Ask a man if he care about himself. Himself is not doing the thing a woman can do to him. Man. You understand? But what the woman can do to him and for him, he will do anything for her. And that's what he's doing it for. When we talk about power and what has power over a man, it's a woman. A woman is the most powerful being on earth. That's what the scripture says, right? Except for one thing is more powerful than it. Keep going on. Let's keep going on this.
Verse 23, yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to set sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth to his love.
Come on, man. Come on. Everybody can agree with that. Everybody done been there before. You did some horrible things for love. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the power that a woman has over you. Because she has something that you desire to get. That you want so bad that nothing else matters. You understand? That nothing else matters in life but to get it. Right? And once you get it, you like, I need to keep it. And to keep it, you have to keep doing those things. Right? Keep going up.
Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
You understand that, right? Everybody gets that, right? Some cats ain't even talked to their mother or father since. Been with them, they got their rib, ain't talked to their mother or father since. They ain't even give a damn no more about them. Before they was their best friends. You know, mom was looking out for you, washing your clothes, cooking your food. Pops was there to drink a beer with you. You got with your woman, you like, damn, I ain't seen him in about 3 months. He must be doing this thing. He must be married. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Yea, many there that be Salakia. Many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
They run out their wits for women. Go ahead.
And become servants for their sakes.
And become servants for a woman. They become a servant for a woman. They don't even know what they're doing it. They think it's their job to do it. Right? You like, no, listen, I'm taking care of everything. You chill. I'ma do this because I'm a serve. I serve you. I serve this. You get what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. So you doing it and you don't give a damn about doing it. You want to do it.
Right.
You understand? You want to do it. It's a desire for you. Now it's something in you that just has to do it because this is what you want. This is what you love. And you love what you have. So when you love what you have, you're going to do what it takes. And that's the power that a woman has over you. You just don't know it. If you don't know it, you're crazy. I know you do know it though. Right? Go ahead.
Many also have perished, have erred, and it's sin for women.
You understand? That's another part of it. A lot of men have did what? How many? Solomon lost the kingdom because of woman. You understand? Because he had 700 wives and 300 concubines, and still, mind you, that's 1,000 wives, Israelite women, and he still wanted white women, and he still wanted Asian women and African women. That's the power of a woman. When you get too much, when you have too much, you like to explore. In exploring, you destroy the kingdom of heaven. That's what Solomon did, right? David, a warrior of the Lord, who was on a rooftop and seen a woman, threw away his honor and his integrity because of a woman. Samuel, Samson, right? Samson, who the Lord gave extra strength to, and to him to be vowed as a Nazarite from birth, threw that away for a woman. Don't tell me about there's no power in women. You understand? Can I talk about Adam? And what Adam did in obeying his wife and listening to his wife instead of obeying the Lord? You understand? Let's not talk about the power that women don't have. They do have over you. You have to be righteous and understand that a woman can have righteous power, but you have to be the authority. You understand? We'll get to that too. Go ahead, Eli.
Verse.
You want to say something?
Well, I was gonna say, I forget the name of that king, but that he knew about how the whole land felt about John the Baptist. He knew he probably shouldn't kill John the Baptist, but for that woman, he was intoxicated at that strip club scene, and he pretty much killed John the Baptist. He gave that woman what she wanted.
He gave her what she wanted.
And he knew as a ruler, he knew that went against popular opinion.
Absolutely. But guess what? She was breaking that brother off.
Right.
In breaking that brother off, he did what the hell she wanted to do because his carnal flesh ruled him at that point and took away his sense of what?
Reason.
Reason. What's another word for reason? What reason is good, huh?
His logic.
Yeah, it took away his logic thinking.
Right.
Right? Because he's like, I'm drinking, she drinking, we having a good time. I want to go back home and knock that thing down. And if I don't do what she said, I won't knock that thing down. So I don't give a damn about this brother. Take his head, right? She married to a cat. Who cares? I'm the king. I'm gonna sleep with her anyway, right? That's the power of women. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this brother is bringing out to everybody, and how it can be hurtful or helpful. But in these instances, they're hurtful. Keep going.
Verse 28. And now, do you not believe me?
Now you don't. Do you believe me or not? Keep going.
Is not the great Salakia? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him?
Mm-hmm.
Yet did I see him and offer me the king's concubine.
Hold on. Slow that part down. Read it again. And yet did I not see him? Go ahead.
Yet did I not see him and Apame, the king's concubine.
The king's concubine. The Apame is her name, right? It's her name. The king's concubine. Go ahead.
The daughter of the admirable Bardicus.
Right. A concubine is a woman that a man wins in war, right? So if a man in his nation goes to war with your nation, right, and they win the war, in their spoils, women can be a spoil to them, right? Now, meaning they don't rape the woman or nothing like that. They take the woman and say, look, you're a concubine. You're not one of my wives, but you're a concubine. So into a concubine, they make her look less beautiful than a wife. You understand? This is what they do. So now this is what he did. He took her, and this concubine that he took in the spoil, she did what? What's her name again? Say it again.
Salakia. Appleman.
Go ahead.
The king's concubine.
Now these are heathens, of course. Go ahead.
The daughter of the admirable Bardicus.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting at the right hand of the king.
She was sitting on the right hand of the king. Go ahead.
And taking the crown from the king's head.
She took the crown off the king's head. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And setting it upon her own head.
She took the crown off his head and put it on her head. Go ahead.
She also struck the king with her left hand.
And she slapped him in the face. All right. Keep going.
And yet for all this, the king gave.
And the king what?
And the king gave.
What does gape to mean? Anybody know? You lie.
You know how to say, like, you know how brother sing,
Please,
she got me open?
Yeah. Like the king gape, meaning listen, she took the crown, put it on her head, slapped it in his face. I seen you looking at her. Nah, baby, I want to shut up. I seen you looking at her. No, baby, I wouldn't look. Slapped him in the face. Huh? You feel me? In that, slapped the brother in the face, took his crown off, put it on her. You feel me? listen. What was she doing to him? You understand? You see the power of a woman. Because he said, damn what everyone else sees. I get slapped in the face. Yeah. I get the crown taken off my head because you don't know the things she does to me. Right. And those things, he's willing to give up his honor for. Yeah. You understand? Don't be willing to give up your honor for what a woman can do to you in private. Don't be willing. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's not what warriors do. You understand? But the brother is telling you how powerful, or this cat is telling you how powerful a woman can be. You allow a woman to slap you in the face. You allow a woman to take the crown off your head. You allow a woman to do a lot of things to you because she's so powerful and you're so attracted to what she does to you. So you allow anything. You understand? And give me a little more.
Come on, sir. And yet for all this the king gave, and gazed upon her with open mouth.
No, come on, baby. You know, don't do that to me, baby. Come here. Don't do. Oh my God, you did it again. Don't do. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop doing this to me. Keep going.
If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
Right. She laughing. He laughing. Right? Having a good time. Whatever she want. Whatever she want. Keep going.
But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter.
He was what?
Fain to flatter.
He was what?
Fain to flatter.
What does it mean to be fain to flatter? Somebody break it down. Ramah.
You trying to say like he would done anything to make it up?
Yes. Fain to flatter. To flatter somebody to do whatever you want to do for them. Yeah. You want his head cut off? I'll cut his head off for you. What you want? Whatever you want is what I want. Whatever you tell me to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm the king. And you with me. So I'm going to do whatever you say.
Cap, in another way, like in our time, you'd be like, you want me to take off on that nigga? What
you
want me to do?
Yeah.
You want me to go blast that? You know what I'm like?
Baby daddies, right?
Yeah.
It's baby daddies. He was talking to you crazy. You want me to kill that nigga? What you want?
Right.
What you want me to do?
Fuck ass shit.
Yeah. Because what you do to me, I do anything for you. Who runs the world? Men or women? Y'all, see, y'all don't even know how to answer this. Yeah, after this breakdown, you don't know how to answer it. Go ahead, Yala. Keep going. Any more? Keep going.
But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again.
Come on, keep going.
O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?
How can women be strong seeing what they do to you? Seeing what they do to you. You need to lead women. Women do not need to lead you. You understand? If a woman leads you, this is how she gonna lead you. To doing foolish things. And yeah, listen, you know how many brothers I see do foolish things for a woman? You know how many? I couldn't even tell you. But I done seen it, and it's disgusting, disgraceful. You get what I'm saying? Because there's some women who will make you look a damn fool. Don't care about nothing you have to offer. Right. Don't care about your honor, integrity, your dignity, none of that. You get what I'm saying? If you want to get something that your husband, do it with honor. Make them look good while you're asking for it. But don't bring them down. And that's what he's talking about. That's what this brother's talking about. This brother, listen, he said the woman took off his crown and slapped him in the damn face. And the king just laughed. Like it was just okay. He puts people to death for less than what she just did. Right. Keep going.
O ye men, are not women strong? No, sloppy. Verse 33. And the king and the princes looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth.
He began to speak on what?
He began to speak of the truth.
He began to speak on the truth. Go ahead.
O ye men, are not women strong?
Are not women strong? O ye men, are not women strong? Go ahead.
Great is the earth.
Great is the earth. Go ahead.
High is the heaven.
High is the heavens.
Swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about.
Go ahead.
And fetches his course again his own place in one day.
This is a man. Go ahead.
Is he not great that maketh these things?
Oh, sorry, it's the Lord. Go ahead.
Therefore, great is the truth.
Great is the what?
Great is the truth.
What's one thing that's greater than a woman?
The truth.
You understand, right? One thing that is greater than a woman is the truth. It's the truth. And it's the one thing that puts you in charge of a woman. It's one thing. Y'all understand? Without the truth, you're that. You're a brother being led by a woman. Y'all get me? That's the whole point of the class, of that breakdown. Without the truth, you're a brother getting slapped in the face and a crown taken off his head. And metaphorically, what is that saying? She runs him. He don't run her. Y'all get me? That's what that's saying. So when you bring it back, what is one thing that's greater than a woman? It's the truth. How powerful is a woman? Powerful. Powerful. That's why you have a lot of weak men today. Because a woman rules over him. That's what the Bible says, right? Isaiah 3 and 12. We don't need to pull it. Y'all know that precept, right? But there's one thing that keeps you strong and keeps you in charge of your household is the truth. And that's what the brother said. He said the truth, though, is more powerful than that. Keep going on. Make sure you put your finger right there, Eli, so we can pick up. No sweat. Go ahead.
Verse 35. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore, great is the truth, and stronger than all things.
You understand? Go ahead.
All the earth crieth upon the truth,
And the heavens blesseth it.
And the heavens bless the truth. He don't bless that marriage that you in where a woman's ruling you. Y'all understand that? Your marriage ain't blessed. But a marriage is blessed when the things are done accordingly and in order. That's when the Lord will bless your marriage. The Lord will bless your marriage if you got the right husband leading you in righteousness. Does that mean a husband is a tyrant in his household? No. Because the Lord also said, don't offend my little ones. You know that precept? Offending his little ones is the person that you have charge over in your household. Don't offend your little ones. Love them accordingly and treat them accordingly. But you have to be the one that's running things. You understand? If you want your marriage to work, if you want your household to work, that's how you do it. Be in charge. And don't let the woman control you or manipulate you to do evilness. If she do manipulate you, it's because she's doing it in righteousness to love you and keep you home from seeing one West ass all over the goddamn place. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? Right. The wall looking at me like he get me at the wall right here. We understand this shit. One West is too much for motherfuckers sometimes. So now you make sure you keep it strong in your household, right? With that, I'm pass God's over the peace officer Oscar Ward. So we get to the council.
The Israel Elijah, please stand. Star and face the teacher. We're going to give one person salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amijah Shabbat, Amijah, Barak, Men of Israel, star and face the sisters, the Akwakian. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amijah Shabbat, Amijah, Barak, Yadi Matah, dismissed.